I'm Luke Serveld. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Today I'm here with Jenny Zielon, and she's a makeup artist who I've known for decades. So she's got a little experience in the world. We've just got a simple stand-up here on the 22nd floor of downtown San Francisco, overlooking a beautiful shot of the Bay Bridge. I thought I'd ask Jenny what kinds of transitions you've seen over the years in video production.
Wow. Well, we went from video, which was very flat, to high def, which honestly I wasn't a fan of.
Oh, really?
For people's faces. I think it's wonderful for sports.
Yep.
But anyways, we transitioned and we started airbrushing. So we had a nice thin layer of makeup. And then we were able to we figured out how to thin out our makeup.
Yep.
So it didn't look like something was just sitting on our skin or our talent's face. And so we're able to make make our makeup look like skin, real skin, and it just, it's much nicer.
So if I were painting a house and the painter, showed me, okay, these are different ways I can apply the paint. I've got a brush, I've got a roller, and I've got a spray. And you get that real even feel. Is that sort of is that sort of like makeup or not so much? Get the spatula.
Well, it's a general concept you have.
Yeah.
But yes, okay. So you can imagine putting it on with a roller. You're going to probably get more paint on, right?
Right.
It's gonna, but spray is a much finer layer. So.
And now, is that something that you had to go back and learn?
Yeah, we had to all learn. Airbrush was new to all of us. We all took classes, and I took several classes. And so, and then we had to mix. We had to mix our makeup, opposed to just buying a bottle of your cool, 17 or whatever. Yeah. So I noticed that a lot of makeup artists had a hard time figuring out how to measure and blend and mix their colors. Right,
now, is that something you knew before from theater or from other?
I knew from art classes about the color wheel, and but still, I'm working with a medium that was it's very different for me.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And then, so now, do you prefer to have just young people with perfect skin, or do you like a challenge when you have older folks that
Well, okay, let's be real about this, because makeup artists only have 2 seconds. As soon as our talent sits in our chair, it's like, come on, get them out there. So if I had all the time in the world, I'm happy with anything. But yeah, beautiful, and I often have that, really. Actors come with just a model, beautiful skin. But then we have what I call, real people. Normal people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, it's, I would say a lot of what I do is corrective makeup. So.
Right. You're getting rid of blemishes or
blemishes. Texture is very hard to get rid of.
Right.
But even out the color, and they may have gray under their eyes and purple. So yeah, we're mixing colors to get rid of that.
Cool. So do you think of yourself as a craftsperson or as an artist?
That's for you to answer.
There you go. Perfect answer. Oh, cool.
But it's a craft, I guess.
And how do you interact with the lighting department?
Oh, we have to work hand in hand, I think. But time is what it is, and
for the most part, you probably find that on sets like this, you're going to have a lot of soft light, right? I mean, so doesn't that work in your favor?
That doesn't always work in my favor.
Oh.
Sometimes I want it blown out.
Okay.
That would be my preference. Like old Hollywood used to just blow out models, so.
And that was filters as well.
And that was filters, or pantyhose, or whatever they used.
Yep.
Vaseline.
Yeah. thanks for chatting a little bit.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Good to get other folks on the screen, so they're not just
looking at you.
That gets kind of boring. Yeah.
Fun.
Cool. That was it. All right.
Thanks.
So in this situation, we've got nice windows out in the back. We do have some ND on the far window, but the light has changed a little bit. Now we just have basically open sky, that's coming over the bay. The sun has moved to the other side of the building. We've got an Octa bank here, and we had another setup in the other room where we had the dual Bones mount rabbit ears into a DoP Choice 5-foot Octa, and I had two 600Ds on there. But because I thought we'd need a lot of output, we had windows, blah, 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 but it turns out that we didn't need all that firepower. We were down to like 7% on both units. So here we simultaneously set up another scene in this room, and here I have a 1200c. So it's a Nanlux 1200c, C for full spectrum color, and we've got that same 5-foot Octa on here. Well, the reason why I was able to do that is because the good folks at TRP Worldwide sent me a square frame that works as a sort of larger sized rabbit ears, and you can put that same Octa onto a larger face. And the 1200C is sort of like a 3x3. The actual rabbit ears frame here is a little bit smaller than that. And so I believe they make another 5-foot Octa that fits the unit a little better. But here you can use your old 5-foot Octa that you'd normally use with a smaller rabbit ears for your Sky Panel or your Nova, or name your other unit like the dual Bones mounts. And here you can use that same 5-foot Octa on the big face of the 1200C. Which is awesome because now I've got access to all those different fronts and internal, and here we're just running it at maybe 30%, so not real high, but we've got all the output we need, and we can make it nice and soft, which is what we want for this shoot today. I've got a 200-watt Aladdin. It's a 3x3 as our backer. I've got magic cloth on that as well, magic cloth on the 5-foot Octa. And then we've got an Ultra Bounce that's got a 650C bouncing into that for a little fill. And then there's a 300X, that's an aperture with a Fresnel on it. That's just giving us a little rake on the couch back there. We've got a S60 Sky Panel that's giving us a little edge. And then there's two Daylight HD ellipsoidals that are popping, some of the background elements, just a part of the wall there, and then a little alcove that needed a little more heat because it was such a dark hole. So that's what we've got going. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. So you'll notice that the face of the 1200C is a little bit obscured by the fabric. So it seems like I may need to make a little cuts on the seams there and bring that fabric around to the back so that you get the full amount of the light into the Octa. But it actually works really great, and I love that system. Here we are clear, ding, and there we are frosted.
Oh, that's amazing.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.
Okay.